Hello dear students, welcome to English class. Today we will do the next part of the chapter, The Little Girl, from your book Beehive. Previously we have come to know that the little girl Kezia was afraid of her father because of his physique and because of his behavior to her, or you can say that he was busy in his work and he was not able to spend the time with his daughter. Therefore there was not so much communication between them, and the girl developed some kind of fear for her father. It might be possible. Let us come to know about the next part of the chapter and come to know actually what was the reason that the girl was afraid of her father. Was the fear removed or not? Let us see from this part. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light, making a sad little pattern on the floor. So when the mother asked to her whether she had used the sheets of speech of her father. She took those sheets from the bedroom. The little girl agreed or accepted that she had committed that task, and she had used those sheets um, as a stuffing for the pincushion. So mother called her to come down where her father was waiting for her. She cried too much to explain before her father the reason of using those papers, but she laid in the shadowed room, and by doing this, she went back to her room, and she was just crying, and she was lying in the shadowed room watching the evening light. Where the when she was crying in the room, she saw that in the room there was not so much light, and in that dim light she watched a little sad she was sitting, and her image or her body posture was making a sad little pattern on the floor. Suddenly, then the father came into the room with the ruler in his hand. She was crying and she was trying to save herself from the anger of her father. And she said, "I'm going to beat you for this," he said. Father said that he was going to beat her for that mistake. "Oh, no, no, no," she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. And she screamed because she was not ready to get punished from her father. Therefore, she tried to hide herself under the bedclothes. But the father did not spare her. He pulled them aside. He pulled all the sheets aside and asked her to sit up and hold out your hands. He said that sit up and hold out her hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. So the father punished her because of one reason, that she had committed the mistake because she used those things which did not belong to her, and even before using those things she did not get permission from anybody else in the family. That was her mistake, and father punished her for that mistake so that she would be aware about everything before using it in the future. So that was the reason for the father to punish her, but the girl was too much innocent, and she could not understand why the father was punishing him. But it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink arm, and she tried to convince her father that she did so just to make a birthday gift for him. But he did not listen, and on her pink palm he hit with the ruler and punished her. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the little clung to her soft body. After many hours, grandmother tried to convince her, tried to soothe her, and to soothe her, she wrapped the child into her shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair also. But the child clung to her soft body, but the child clung Clutch means the child hugged the body of her grandmother tightly. What did God make father for? The question was in the mind of the little child. What did God make fathers for? She sobbed, she cried, and in crying she asked that what is the reason to make the father? Here's clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Grandmother asked her to take a clean hanky, to blow her nose, and try to go to sleep. She convinced her that she would forget all the incident in the coming morning, and also she told her that grandmother herself tried to explain to father everything, that the poor child used those sheets to stuff the pincushion which she made for his birthday, but the father was too upset to listen anything that night. But the child never forgot, because children are very innocent, and whatever serious happened with them, they usually do not forget them for a long time. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back, and a red color flew into her cheeks. So, next time when she saw her father, she quickly put both the hands behind her back because of fear, and that fear made her cheeks red. The McDonalds lived next door. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. So, in the evening, when the girl was walking in her garden, from the gap in the fence of the garden, she saw towards the neighbor's garden, which was of the family McDonald's. They had 5 children, and she saw from the gap of that fence that all the 5 children, were playing tag. Tag is the name of game in the evening, and the father with the baby, Mao, on his shoulders, 2 little girls hanging on to his coat pockets, ran round and round the flower beds, shaking with laughter. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him, and he tried to catch them laughing all the time. She saw that the father, Mr. McDonald's, who was playing with all his 5 children with happiness, and the smallest baby, Mao, whom he was having her on her shoulders, and the 2 little girls, they were hanging onto the coat pocket of their father, and they were taking round and round the flower beds. They were very happy, and they were shaking with laughter while playing with their father. On the other side, when Kezia saw that the boys of McDonald family, they turned the hose. Hose is a pipe, water pipe. They turned the water pipe on their father, and the father tried to catch them laughing all the time. So by this, the whole family, means the father and the 5 children, they were making fun, and they were laughing with playing with each other, and they were enjoying. So she saw that those children did not have any fear of their father. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of father. After watching Mr. McDonald's playing with his children, she came to that decision that in the world there were different sorts of fathers. Suddenly one day, mother became ill, and she and grandmother went to hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook. That was all right in the daytime, but while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. So one day, when the mother of Kezia became ill, and mother and grandmother had to stay to the hospital because of the illness of mother, the little girl was left alone in the home with the cook Alice. The daytime was passed without any problem, without any disturbance, without any um, hurdle without any problem. But when the night came and the cook Alice had to go back to her room, that time Kezia got afraid. Suddenly she became feared. She became afraid. She did not want Alice to leave her. What will I do if I have a nightmare? She asked. Kezia asked Alice what she would do if she would have the same nightmare. As it clears that Kezia usually had a dreadful or usually had a fearful nightmare. I often have nightmares and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. So she told Alice that she usually had a nightmare and she usually got afraid of that nightmare. At that time, Granny was always with her to soothe her, to make her cool, to make her relaxed. But what would happen on that night when she would have the same nightmare? She asked about all that to Alice. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice. Alice said, pulling off her socks. So, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. Alice tried to convince her that if she would go to sleep, then she would not have the nightmare. And she instructed her not to scream and not to disturb her father during the sleep. But but the same old nightmare came. The butcher with the knife and the rope who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma. She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What's the matter? He said. But Alice just Alice just suggested her to sleep. She tried to sleep, but on that same night, the same old nightmare came, and Kezia saw a butcher with a knife and a rope who was coming nearer and nearer to her, and the butcher was smiling that dreadful smile, and all these scenes of the nightmare made Kezia shiver with fear, and she cried loudly, Grandma, Grandma. And by the crying, she woke up, and she was shivering. When she saw her father beside her bed, she thought now the father would punish her again because she had disturbed her father. And she remembered Alice warned her not to disturb her father. So when she saw her father beside her bed, she was shivering with fear a lot, both by the dream as well as by the presence of her father. The father was carrying a candle in his hands, and he asked, What's the matter? She was unable to say anything, but she tried to speak. Oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny. And the father blew out the candle, bent down, and caught up the child in his arms, and then carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. The father did not say anything. Instead of it, he just took Kezia into his arms and took her from the way to the big bedroom of himself. When they entered into the bedroom of the father, a newspaper was on the bed. The father put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child, then carefully put the child, means carefully put Kezia on the bed so that she would not hurt, she would feel comfortable. He lay down beside her, half asleep. Still was the butcher's smile all about her. It seemed she crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arms, held tightly to his shirt. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. So when Kezia was lying on the bed of her father, beside him. Still, she was not having the proper sleep. She was just in half sleep. At that time also, she saw against the butcher's smile from the nightmare, and that time she crept close to her father and hugged tightly. Snuggled means hugged tightly her head under his arms and held tightly to his shirt, and she held the shirt of her father tightly to get rid of that fear of the nightmare. Then the dark did not matter. But when she found the support and she found the warmth of her father, then she realized that now there was no fear. And she found, or she found that the father, being with the father, was just making her relaxed, making her little bit comfortable. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. When father saw her that she was still feeling fear, he asked her to rub her feet against his legs and get them warm so that she could feel more comfortable and relaxed. Tried out, she slept before the little girl. Tried out means little girl Kezia tried to get the warmth from her father's feet, and she found that the father slept before the little girl. Girl was still waking. Kezia was still waking. When she observed her father, a funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. So when she was lying with her father, and now she did not have any fear of nightmare, any fear of her father. She had a different kind of feeling for her father at that time. She realized that the father was so not so big like a giant, and and with no one to look after him, and he was harder, and she found that the father was harder than grandmother, because grandmother was soft and father was having good physique, hard physique, and she thought that father was hard, but that hardness is a nice hardness. The hardness is full of feeling, is full of comfort. And every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. McDonald. So she convinced herself by thinking that her father was very much busy and he had to do a lot of hard work during the daytime, and it was not easy, or it was not it was not easy, and it was not comfortable, it was not genuine for him to become Mr. McDonald, because might be possible that Mr. McDonald was a different kind of father and he had a free time to play with his children, but she found that her father was a busy one, and he was always busy doing hard work in his profession, and therefore when he came back to his home, he was too tired, that he was not able to become a father like Mr. McDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writings. Now she was convincing for all the things, whatever she was feeling little bit negative about her father, for all the things which were making her father feeling uh, fearful for her. Now all the things of her father making her feeling good for him. And when she remembered the incident of sheets of speech about the Port Flair, she convinced herself that she torn up all his beautiful writing. She stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Asked her father. So when she little bit moved, moved suddenly and took a deep breath. Then the father asked her, "What's the matter? Have you had some another dream?" "Oh," the little girl said, "my head is on your heart." Now she spoke with her father without any hesitation, without any stammering. She said, "My head is on your heart. My head is on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear." So these words are told by Kezia to her father without any hesitation, without any fear, without any stammering. And she told that her father had a big heart, and the big heart was full of feelings, and she was feeling very comfortable while lying near that big heart. So that was the story of Kezia when her fear for her father was turned into her love for her father. So, dear children, it is true that we have fear of fear of our father, fear of our parents, maybe father or maybe mother, but there is some reason. It doesn't mean that if we have fear of our parents, it means they do not love us, they do not care us. Their hardness or their strictness is also for us, because this can be also a part of their love, because they show their strictness, they show their hardness just for our welfare, just for the sake of our goodness. So we should always respect our parents. We should always love our parents for their love, for their care, for their affection, and for their endless efforts to make us always happy and satisfied. Thank you and have a nice day.